And I'll tell you what. Oh, no, of course. Now it works fine. I'll just snap that there. Well, oh yeah, no. Well, while I'm here and things are working, I'm snapping. I've been having issues trying to snap between. What the crap is going on? All right. Hey there, folks. Mazion reporting for duty, and today we're playing Ark Survival Evolved on Super Mazion Island. And what we're going to do today is some building. So it's been a while since we've done a build episode, but we need to get to it. I need to get this place functional. So I thought I would do a ton of work yesterday and today. All kinds of hours of gathering and building. And we're almost level 80. So pretty soon we're going to be able to make that platform saddle on that Quetzal and get that new Quetzal going. I'm pretty excited about that because we do need a bigger hoity weight bird than Frustration, who sucks. And so what I've done today is I've made all kinds of ceilings and pillars and walls, and we're gonna make a behemoth gate. I haven't got to that yet. That's something that we're gonna do. As you can see, I've ripped a big hole right here, and I've completed the floor, which I was gonna say ceiling, but they're not ceilings. They're ceilings on the floor. Make sense? Yes. All right, so I've got ceilings on the floor and I've completed this much. I was going to try to do the whole thing today, but what I decided instead was that we would start work on the dock. So I should be able to put up a bunch of these walls as well, but as you can see down here, I've started work lowering this because what we're going to do is have some ramps at some point here that are going to come down to the dock. So I wanted to tier it so that we have foundations that'll go onto the ramps and support the ramps, and then when we get down to the lowest level, like right here, we'll be able to come out. I think this is probably going to be good. I was kind of stuck. I needed to either create a separate platform that is not connected to this and then try to join them together, or I could make it all look, perfect, in which case we need to branch off of the existing foundation. So that's what we're doing here. We're branching off, and I think this will be fine because as long as we're running a dino, we'll be able to get off onto it, and we'll be able to use ramps to get up on it if we are just in the water. I pooped! It's amazing. I'm picking it up. It's awesome. Human feces. Oh, best item ever. And we've got our raft here too, and I want to try to integrate an area for the raft to kind of like slip in and be like part of the structure. So that's going to be something we're going to be working on as well. But in order to move forward right now, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm trying to break this multi-tiered system down so that we can make sure the slant of the ramps here is going to come all the way to the water. Now, I was just thinking about it as I was talking to you as well, and I think that maybe right after the behemoth gate is a bad place to just completely like drop off. I don't think it'll look good. So what I probably should do is create an entrance area that comes out like, I don't know, 5, 6 ceilings or so before it goes down into the dock area. So I got to kind of think about how all of that's going to work, and I've got plenty of materials back at the base. I'm going to run right now and show you. I've created a crap load of ceilings and walls and pillars and stuff. Oh, hi. No, thank you. I would not like to be spit on by your green goo. Your green goo spit is not for me. Oh, in here. And I'm actually afraid that even though we did all this work last night and today, I'm going to have to do some more. So, yeah, walls and pillars up here, but the big kahunas are down here. We got all the walls and pillars that we need. Counting them, you can count them. There you go. Oh, you see them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to do this work. I have to go make a behemoth gate now because I want to get that out. And I guess, like I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep these close to the ground to conserve the amount of pillars that I have to use. And I can just come straight out with the ceilings from here because we have the foundation support underneath. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of work on this wall over here where it meets, and then make the behemoth gate, put it in, and make this starting area, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so done a bunch of work. We got this wall completed over here on the right, so that took a little while, and I got it capped off with a ceiling. So if we go in here now, you can see it's fully enclosed, but it is going to be blocked off at the behemoth gate. So if we want to run anything behind here and we want it to be continuous, we're going to have to go down. We have to find a way to go down and then back up on the other side. So that's something that we're going to be looking at doing if we can. And I'm also thinking about what I want to do with the crafting area here. So I wanted to either lower, like sink this area, because we do, if you go underneath here, I've got 3 ceilings on me, so that's good. That's good. If you go underneath here, if I wanted to sink this whole area by 1, we could do that. I think the highest, I'd have to put another, well, I wouldn't have to actually. I could just go ahead and build out from there. But we would be able to sink this all by 1 if we wanted to. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I've been trying to figure out whether or not I want to sink it or I want to raise it, because I want the crafting area to have some sort of separation from the rest of the build. And obviously we're going to have like a little house in here and some other stuff that we're going to build later that will offer separation, as well as some areas for dinos, like dino corrals or whatever. I also want to have like a barber shop, and I also would like to have a slaughterhouse for sheep. We need to get some sheep going up in here, and eventually I want to build in this direction, so I'll have another gateway or opening. I might just do an opening for this other one into another area that is another designated dino area for large dinos like T-Rexes and Brontos and whatever else that we're going to have moving forward. And what we can do to make that a reality, since the land does slope up, is build up the next area and have ramps that go up into it. So there's all kinds of ideas going on here, and it's going to take so much work, but it's whatever. This is how we roll. And so if you go down here, you can see that I've started to work on this a little bit more. I didn't do a ton of extra work on this yet. And so because I was mulling over how far I wanted this to come out and what I wanted the docks to actually look like. And I went out and I went on the internet and I looked at different dock systems. I was trying to find some inspiration, but I actually didn't find anything that I really cared for. So the thing that really is in my mind right now is how far do I want the initial docking system to be away from the land, from this area. And the reason for that is when you get out in here, the land starts to slope down. And the farther it slopes down, the more work it is for me to make the actual pen area. So while I did create like a 3 or 4 long area right here to come to the behemoth gates, I think I'm going to break it back 2 more, probably. Now, I was having issues. All of these are counting as foundations appropriately and allowed me to build out, except for right here on this side. I could not put a ceiling right there, but we did have a foundation here. We did have a foundation here, and I even came out one more with a foundation. And so I'm not sure why that's not working. It might be, I mean, I think I had these connected before. I'm not sure exactly. That's not connected. That is not a connection. I'm not sure what created the issue here. That is too low, too. Or is that correct? That's correct, I think. So I'm not sure what created that issue, but that's going to probably abate because I'm going to bring it back to, and then I'll probably end up moving the foundation back to as well. And then, because what we got to think about is, as it comes down with the ramps are going to make it come out even further into the water. So if we did it from here, it would come down like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would come out 5. So it's going to come out 5 more with ramps before we can actually start the area. And what I want to have out in the docking area is another entire crafting area and storage and whatnot, so we can either drop things there and do what we want to out in the water, like if we were going out to get silica pearls and oil and all kinds of other crap, and we wanted to make electronics or whatever. If we were like, we could just make electronics out here on the docks, because that's where we're primarily going to go grab silica pearls. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. Those are all of the ideas that I got going. I'm going to work more on this particular structure, and I'm going to think about what we're going to do here with the crafting area. So when we come back, I'll have done work on one of those 2 things. Also, I created behemoth gates, and I created an extra set of behemoth gates to replace this set because I didn't make these out of S+, and I would like to have the doors automatically open and close. Oh, see, I'm getting stuck there. It's annoying. It's an annoying annoyance. Oh, it's going to open the other way. No, never mind. Boop. Thank you. Boop. Bye. This has been a super giant pain. Super giant pain. but I'm working this thing out. So I did 6 wide for the ramp here, and I got these walls that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be using these slanted walls all the way down and then slanted ceilings on top of there to create this little walkway that goes up to the main behemoth gate here. Now, I was thinking about doing it one taller just to make it in line with that particular wall, but I'm not sure. I'm still looking at it right here, trying to figure out whether or not I think that's a viable option. I do like it the way it is, but we'd have to move everything up by 1 in order to get that to work. And I've had to really mess around with the building on the inside of here to get this to line up properly. And some of it does not. There is a separation right here, which I believe is probably the problem that we had with the foundation structure down here as well. But on the other side, we didn't have that problem, so I'm guessing that separation will not occur. And then we're going to make sure that we wall this all the way down to the ground so that it looks pretty and connects like so. Oh, go down. Yeah, see, you can see that we're overlapping here a little bit more than we should as well. So I definitely made an error with the ceilings, but not that big of a deal as long as the structure down there is going to be maintained. Now, bam, run out here. Okay. And so I'm trying to make a wide area at the front here, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to do like rows of docks and then have it so where you can slide things in where we are located here, and then have the crafting area. I was thinking on this left side here, maybe on the right as well, maybe storage on one side and more crafting on the other. And I also got to decide how big and how wide I want this front area to be. So it's something I'm working on. I'm not sure that I will actually get to the crafting area inside today. It looks like this work here is going to take most of the resources that we have, so probably gonna run out. But I am excited. I am excited for the way that this is gonna look when it's all done. I'm thinking probably railings out here. Not quite sure. With this wall structure that we're creating, we might want to integrate this design into the rest of it. I don't know yet. I do not know. I'm still working on it. It is quite a project. It is taking quite a bit of time, but I am going to continue to do work. We put the behemoth gate in so that I could line up these walls, because it actually, so the behemoth gate itself is 8 wide normally. It fits in an 8 wide space, and you have to figure out a way to make that work around what you're doing. And if you do it the way that I'm doing it right now, with these walls positioned so that there's one ceiling in between them, you end up with a space. And so in the front here, we've met this area with this new wall, so we're going to be fully enclosed from the outside, which will be amazing. Oh man, so we did some work. We got these things done. I think I like them. I just wanted something to kind of like give some closure to the side here on both sides, and I wanted it to be slightly large enough to not be able to see over, which is perfect. Barely not see over it, which is good. It's good. And so I widened this to, it's 28 wide total. So it's the 8 for this and then 10 on each side. That's how wide this thing is. And I was looking at it, and I was thinking about making it wider because if I can widen this area, then I don't have to go out as far to have a big pen. Now, the thing is that I think that since there's only one of me, usually when I'm building a water pen, I'm counting on it being big enough to house things for other people as well. When we work on Pooping Evolved Vanilla, you know, it's hard to come by somebody that's willing to do like a crap ton of building work. And so in order to make sure that people were all set, I would always make a really big pen so people could use it if they wanted to. But I only need to make one for me. It's only mine. So I'm thinking I just need to be able to fit like what? I'm not going to have like 10 mosasaurs. I'm not going to have like 10 plesiosaurs. So if I have like a nice plesiosaur, a nice mosa, a nice squid, some big stuff, we should be able to fit it in here if I don't go out too far. But check this out. I have to be able to snap in between these, and I've been using these medium pillars, and I'll tell you what. Oh, no, of course, now it works fine. I'll just snap that there. Well, oh yeah, no. Well, while I'm here and things are working, I'm snapping. I've been having issues trying to snap between. What the crap is going on? All right, so we used up all the medium pillars, but so we were able to snap those. But these ones I was having issues with, and so I started to, if you don't know this about S+, it will snap things adjacently. So like you don't actually have to have them connecting. And so these snapped based on the pillars that are adjacent to them. So we got all those snapped. For some reason, I could not snap one there. It would not let me. And I was having issues trying to snap a large pillar here. And so I had to go down all the way with small ones. So it's funny when if you're using S Plus for anything, the small stuff, the small pillars tend to work out better than the big ones. So that worked out really well. Let me go back here real quick. Bam. So I'm still trying to consider whether or not I'm going to come out with a wall all the way around this place. If I do, it's going to be the same kind of too wide like this with a cap on it. That way we can put stuff on top of there as well and add a different kind of aesthetic to it. But at the current rate we're going right here, I still have some materials left. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to get done today. I am tired. I am tired. But it definitely will be a big enough pen. And I'm thinking what I'll probably end up doing with it. I may go for the boring old, just put ramps all around the area, and then you can just kind of park in here and pull up wherever you like. Or I might try to make it look prettier, or you never know. Stuff like just pops in here, and I might do something totally different. Let's see what we got left for materials here. And to make some more crap during this process. I've still got yeah, I'll just take those. We've still got 211 walls. We still got a bunch of pillars. I made some more medium pillars. We made some sloped roofs and sloped walls when we did that side over there. I didn't really count, so I just kind of made some extras. And we've got 186 ceilings left. So I'm gonna try to use the rest of these materials. I'm going to definitely end up building more of this wall, this outer wall. I might do it over there. I might just continue it on this side. I'm not sure. Since today we're making the water pen area, ow, I might just go ahead and finish up that wall. So when we do our screenshot, we see the, the facade of this area. And I'm actually don't think I'm going to put the door in. I don't know if I talked about this the last time we had an update, but I don't think I'm going to put the door into this behemoth gate. I think I'm going to leave it wide open and just have it be an aesthetic fixture. So, man, we still have all of this to finish. Also, I used some medium pillars. It's weird. So S Plus does a really good job at not snapping to the ceiling. Not snapping through the ceiling. There we go, with pillars. But there are some places, yeah, right here. You can see this is a medium pillar. That's a medium pillar. The small ones don't do this. We go over here. We shouldn't see any. No, see, we don't see. Let's get rid of this text. We don't see any here. There are none. But with the medium ones, for some reason, it likes to snap through. Where did we find you last time? Ah, there's one. It likes to snap through just a tiny bit. You can't. It's not bad, though. You barely ever notice it. Anyway, so this is coming along right nice. I don't think that we're going to be able to fully enclose the whole water area today, but we can get a basic design set up. And I think I'm going to be able to build it out a little bit farther. Oh, I'm either thirsty or hungry. We can at least build it out a little bit farther because we don't start to have a drop. Oh, we have the drop off sooner on that side. So I'm not really sure how far this is going to end up coming out. It's going to be an interesting build, man, because if you see, like, once it starts to drop off, it drops off a really long way. So I think probably what I'm going to end up doing is build out that other side as far as it can go, as far as I'm willing for it to go, and then start building it across and hope that we get a big enough area for it to be worthwhile. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours. Today's work is a lot of work. I mean, just from the time we started the recording till now has been 5 hours. The rest of the time this morning and last night, much more hours. And so I've got just left. Let me see what we got left. Oh, man. Wait. I could have swore I had other ceilings. Did I just use all of the ceilings? Oh, it was 52 ceilings. Man, I'm blind. 52 of these ceilings is all I have left from everything that we made. Plus, we made some extra crap earlier. And so I finished the outside wall up until there and put the ceilings on the top here and started to do this wall. That's what we've got finished on the inside today. But outside, gamma down. This is what I was able to accomplish. So I've got this wall started on the outside here, and I made doors that go through to the beach on both sides, just, so while I'm building and whatnot, I can get up here easily and do what I need to do. Bam. And I built them both out to about here. Now, in the water, this area, I must say, is supremely safe. I have not had any problems in the water. I just hung out here in my scuba gear and had no issues. It was amazing. But I was only able to get the front completed that far. And I started to work on this stuff, but we ran out of pillars. So we have some ceilings that are not completed. I'm going to show you why we're doing that over there. And we were able to build this stuff out. Now, it is not as much of a pain in the butt as normal pillars, the S Plus stuff, but there's still some quirks, and it's still kind of a pain. And I can't wait to try to fill in the gaps, because I know that no matter what, that's going to be a pain, because we need to fill in all of the gaps with stone pillars so that we can't get anything in or out of there. Now, once I put up this wall here, it pushed back this area so that it was only 3 wide. And so I was thinking about, so I'm going to have a crafting area out here. It's got to be a little bit wider, right? So I extended it 1 more, and we'll be able to do that all the way across. But it makes this area look extremely small, but I know it's not. It's big. It's a big area. I mean, it's pretty large. I don't know, man. I guess I just build too grandiose often. But so hopefully we can fit a Mosa in here, and we can fit whatever else that we want to get inside in here. Now, I was actually thinking about it, and I may not be able to get them in here. The last time I tried to fit a Mosa through a metal behemoth gate, that was not a thing. So those might actually be hanging on outside. So in that case, we really don't need that big of an area. Now, once this wall's built all the way down, I've put an inner layer of ceilings right here as well. So I'm not sure, but I don't think that we'll be able to put ramps at every single one unless we have pillars built down in the in-between bits. So we might have to do that as well. But all in all, I'd say it looks pretty good. Let's go have an aerial view of what's transpiring here. Grab Stellar. Pretty cool, man. Oh, I can't wait for that water area to be done. That's going to look pretty awesome. But I think all in all, it's coming together pretty good. I'm not sure where I'm going to fit the raft in yet, but I'm sure that we'll be able to come up with something on one of these sides on the left or right that comes. Maybe we'll have like a whole nother like docking area, like right here, where you can pull the raft up to, and then you can just kind of run down in. I'm not sure. But that's it, guys. That's all the building. It took hours and hours and hours and hours just to make the episode. Between all of the gathering and all of the building and the water and trying to get everything to snap the way that I wanted to and to get it all worked out. But pretty excited with the way that it's turning out, and I hope that in the future it looks even more ballerific as things come together. But that's going to be it for today's episode. It's a short one. If you liked it, make sure you blast the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Mazion Plays Games. And as always, be excellent to each other. Have a great day. See you later.